Pearl, the beauty girl here, and I am with the most amazing esthetician to the celebrities. This is Kate Somerville. Very lucky she came to Chicago for a visit. And so I wanted to really test her knowledge and ask her questions that we're all wondering about. So the first thing I wanted to ask you, it's winter, it's getting colder. What would be your best tip for all of us that are dealing with, you know, drier skin, colder weather, things like that?
Well, believe it or not, exfoliation is key to keeping really healthy skin, especially through the winter, because if you think about it, dry skin is dead skin cells, and if you get the dead skin cells off, then your skin isn't going to be dry. But you have to make sure that you hydrate and moisturize after you exfoliate. And you know, I have a product called Exfoliate.
Right, this is actually one of my favorite products. It really launched your line. And it's one of the nicest exfoliators because it gets the dead cells off, and I can personally say it doesn't rub your skin raw. So I really like to use this.
Yep.
But so how often should you exfoliate in the winter compared to summer?
Well, I would definitely do at least 2 to 3 times a week during the winter, and it depends on what exfoliant you have. If it's Exfoliate, twice a week is plenty. If you have just a scrub, you can do a little bit more, but you want to get that dead layer off. And then again, look for something called hyaluronic acid in your moisturizer, or a lot of serums have hyaluronic acid. So you want to put that on the skin after so you can seal in the moisture and protect the skin.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question about finding a good moisturizer in the winter. Because a lot of times you think a thicker cream. What would be your tip for really finding a good moisturizer?
Well, again, you have to match your skin type. So if you're oily, you want to get a lighter moisturizer. If you're really dry, you want to get something heavier. And a lot of times, you know, it depends, like in the summer what you would use here or you know, anywhere. If you have like a real shift in climate, what you're going to use in the summer and what you're going to use in the winter are 2 different products. So again, make sure you know your skin type, but you want to look for something called hyaluronic acid, or it's called sodium hyaluronate, and you can look right on the ingredient list and that should be in there, and that's going to hydrate the skin. And then your moisturizer will just seal anything in, because moisturizers usually have oils.
Okay. And then my other question is acne, because none of us like to wake up with a zit, and you do the faces of some of the most beautiful women, Olivia Wilde, Castiglione, and her list goes on. It's very impressive. So what is a good tip if you wake up with a zit? What can you do?
Well, number one, you know, don't panic. But you can take a little bit of aspirin and crunch up a little bit of aspirin and add a little water and apply it, and you can leave that on overnight. And then what you do is after you wake up, you cleanse that off, and then you put a tiny bit of hydrocortisone, which you can get over the counter, and a little bit of Neosporin, because the Neosporin helps to heal anything that's going on, and the hydrocortisone helps the inflammation and the redness. So that's a quick little tip, but
I love that.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Also, you can, you know, there's so many things over the counter that you can get. It's salicylic acid. We have something called Eradicate that has sulfur. So those things really work too.
And I guess my last question is, you have so many things going on.
Yeah.
Give us a teaser of what's next.
Okay, well my biggest product is something called Somerville 360, which is a tanning towelette. And you know, you can use it year-round, and it's amazing. It's won so many awards. So we're coming out with face. So you can only, you know, in the winter, if you don't want to do the full body, you can just do your face and your neck and chest.
So this comes out in January?
Yes.
Okay, well then I'll be doing a review of that product, so stay tuned. And for more tips and tricks, visit thebeautygirl.com. Thank you.
Thank you.